On the 9th of October 2018, Google launched a lot of devices from the Google Pixel 3 to the Google Pixel 3 XL to a few of their home hub devices and appliances as well. And it was an amazing thing to see the world over. This is TechCity Disqus. We're taking a look at that and other things that are happening in the tech ecosystem right here in Nigeria and across the world. I'm Bella Rizokuje.
Shaliwa Williams.
And you are?
Princess Ime.
And this is TechCity Disqus. Welcome. So, Google has recently released quite a number of devices that has got lots of people talking. They have joined the League of Smartphone Manufacturers who have released new devices in the year 2018. Maybe the last manufacturer to announce something for the year 2018. Yes, no, maybe?
Probably.
Samsung has gone.
They have a lot, left.
Apple has released theirs. Google is, who's the next big person?
I don't know.
That's exactly. Now, what are the interesting things they announced on the 10th?
So Google announced 3 products on October the 9th. The Google Pixel 3 and Google Pixel 3 XL, the Google Home product, and then the Google Pixel Slate.
I thought that was really beautiful. I thought it was really nice.
I actually like the home now. So
I mean, I liked it too, but
it looks so fancy.
I'm not very smart home conscious yet.
Okay.
So the Pixel 3 has some very striking features. We include its camera. Like its camera is really, really, really good.
Yeah.
And then it has a charging. It can charge itself. Yeah, that's another feature on the phone. And then it can answer itself also. So those are like features that stand out from the Pixel 3. And then there's some other, with the Google Pixel Slate, it has a detachable desktop, a keyboard, sorry. So it gives you that desktop feel. You can detach it and attach it. And then also, aside that, it has the speakers in front of the
screen.
Of the screen, exactly, so that the noise comes directly to you and there's no interference. And so basically those are the features that stand out from it.
Very nice. I also know that with regards to the earpiece jack or the earphone jack, there was a very interesting switch up with that, and some people kind of called out Google for trolling Apple last year or so for replacing the headphone jack, and now they are basically doing the exact same thing. But definitely, I know that the Pixel has been touted to have the best camera, or at least one of the best cameras.
Yes,
but I think Google is still kind of struggling in that whole retail smartphone market.
Yes.
They're doing a lot of work, but it would be nice to see them go really, really mainstream. But they have Android, I guess. So,
yes.
Yeah.
And then because the iPhone launched just last month, so there was a lot of comparison with the iPhone XS and all of that, with all the features and all. And aside that, Google also announced its partnership with Marvel Studios and Childish Gambino. So, and we know how excited Nigerian movie audience are about Marvel movies and stuff like that. So hopefully something more, techy.
Lovely, amazing. At least more than just telephone releases were announced, and I guess that's awesome. Also, other things that are really happening, really cool stuff. It is our pleasure to announce to you that there is a new co-working space right here in Lagos. There are lots of Nigerians who are trying to work remotely from different parts of Lagos, and in Ikeja GRA specifically. Our friend at TechCity, Chukwemeka Fred Agbata, the co-founder of GoDo.ng, recently launched his co-working space somewhere in Oladipo Bate in GRA Ikeja. And I hear it's going to be a really cool place to go network, grow as well, your startup. They've got some incubation programs as well for startups.
Free internet service.
But you have to pay for the entire package. Yes,
which is what everybody wants. Everybody wants free Wi-Fi.
I know. So if you are a startup owner or whatever, you're looking for a place to work from, or you are, an individual business and you just need somewhere to work from, I think it's a good place to go. And congrats, people to work with. And congrats, CFA, on that one. Also, really cool stuff that's happening still in Lagos. Humans of New York was in Lagos, you guys. Brandon, what's his last name again? I forget. Stanton. There you go. He was in Lagos, Nigeria, and he put up a lot of posts on his Instagram at Humans of New York about very interesting stories from Lagosians. Well, we thought they were kind of,
weird.
Very interesting. It's expected that he talks to just random people and he posts their stories up.
I actually had a lot of favorites. It was really amazing.
You liked them?
Certain things from people.
Okay, which was your favorite?
There was this girl who was talking about her curses or her wonders on Christianity, which was really weird. But then it was amazing to see what people actually sit
Thought,
down
yeah.
and think. Like she was saying, why do people have to work so hard on earth when you still have to die? And then after that, you still have to wake up and then face judgment, and then you're going to heaven and they're telling you that you're always singing and resting. If you have to do that all day, isn't that tiring? And she would just want to sleep.
I have a very opposing view to his post about Nigeria, because just after he posted about Nigeria, he started posting about Ghana. And honestly speaking, every post he put up about Nigeria got me thinking, are these really random people he's talking to, or is somebody responsible for him coming to Nigeria and deciding who he speaks to? The only story that stood out for me, the only stories that stood out for me are the one about the gala seller, because I had seen it on Twitter before he even came, and I cried tears of joy and inspiration when I saw that on Twitter. And then when I saw that he also profiled that person, I'm like, oh, awesome stuff. And then the other one was about Editi Effiong, who is an ad guy and a filmmaker as well, and the loss of his baby, which was I think many people could relate to that. And the third one was about Life Bank, who I have followed quite closely. When Mark Zuckerberg came to Nigeria a few years ago, he met with them, and it was just a beautiful story to also see yet again on Humans of New York. But I think every other story was just weird. Humans of New York is a page where you go to learn about things that are happening in other parts of the world. You get inspired. Your eyes are open to new realities. But when I saw the stories he put of Nigeria, I was like, And then a Twitter friend of mine, said, you know what, y'all, I think that this guy's stories on Ghana are a lot more interesting than what he put about Nigeria. And she was bashed, and people said, oh well, do you think people's poverty is supposed to be entertaining and stuff? But I really do think that there was a weird narrative about his post about Nigeria on his Instagram page that I did not see when he went to Accra, Ghana. Just my 2 cents.
Yeah, I think there's a very sharp contrast between the Accra and the Lagos, but I think it also has to do with what Nigerians want to put out there. What is our reality? Because when we think about Ghana, we think about some positive, even though they're just a next door neighbor, we think about a lot of positive things about them, because that's the image they present to people. Yeah, if we think about it, and
but then we still know they have their faults.
They have issues.
They have their faults, and their
right?
obvious
But then
faults.
it depends on everything's about perception.
Right.
So Humans of New York is not just it's just a page for Africans, right? So if from the comments we could see that people were saying, oh, this is what people have to go through in Nigeria, lots of police brutality, stories on torture and stuff like that. And then in Ghana, there's a different, image they're selling of people going through those same struggles, but being presented in like a positive light.
Exactly.
So you learn from it and you draw a struggle from it. With the Nigerian one, it was a bit saddening as a Nigerian. It was exciting for me to see that.
A lot
it was
saddening.
exciting to know that, people. There are people out there who are not just trampling on other people, are trying to pull people along with them as they're rising. Yeah. But then it also hurts to see, to read rather what they're going through, and then the perception it paints.
Someone said maybe it's because we're used to all of those negative stories, just like on a daily basis. We are exposed to those things. So it's like, when you now read it about it, it's like, okay, tell me something new and more interesting, please. I'm used to this. But I really think that because I have seen a lot of posts on Humans of New York, many of them are inspiring. Regardless of how they start. There is always, something very dramatic that happens at the end of the story that is uplifting, that also inspires hope or whatever, that I didn't really see in the Nigerian stories.
So this was inspiring, but I agree with the point you mentioned earlier about the narrative.
It was just like...
But I think he was trying out something different.
Really? And Nigeria had to be the different...
He had to. If you think about it, you can't blame him so much. It was still dependent on...
Go back to New York, Brandon, and talk about and try that difference from New York, and don't use Nigeria as your scapegoat as an experiment for your...
It is not his fault. It was still dependent on what we Nigerians
shared
as
with
individuals actually shared with him. If he had to come to me and then he had to ask me some certain questions, I won't start talking about heaven or talking about all the crazy things that happen in my house. So let's realize
religion is one.
I guess.
Let's realize we actually paint ourselves to the people out there the way we actually feel. It's not I think every country actually suffers some things, but I think Nigeria just makes theirs so obvious.
I think that he also played on this whole agenda setting theory thing. There's a lot of things that we put out about Nigeria that sets the agenda for what the rest of the world is saying about us, and he kind of played on that. I'll just time out. We're done with talking about Humans of New York. Where do we go from here?
KUPE?
KUPE challenge, y'all, is a thing on Instagram. You know, we always talk about like the trends as well, yeah? So we've seen a lot of trends this year.
know, right?
Quite a lot.
Like-
and let's be honest though, that first video about the KUPE challenge from those French guys, I
That
thought they were
was
really
nice.
fine.
The funny thing is, when I watched the video, I think it was even just more about their looks than
Obviously,
what they were doing.
I wasn't even sure what the song was.
And to what's in everything, they now had to do a thank you video. Oh my god!
I didn't watch them.
We'll see you
I'm
the
honestly
first
getting tired. I'm
time.
getting tired of them because I think less is more.
Yeah.
I saw a post that somebody put up where a Nigerian girl went to one of the guys' Instagram pages and said, "Just use me. If you're looking for a way to cheat on, come and cheat on me."
And then there was like a
That was what I think
there
inspired-
was like a contrast video on how ugly guys would behave when they see
Yeah,
the
that was from
video.
the real Femi. I thought, oh yeah. Different memes and everything. But it was interesting to see, and lots of people have jumped on the trend as well.
Yep.
They're doing the KUPE challenge, and Shalewa doesn't want us to do it. You guys help us beg her.
Guys,
She
'cause
thinks
I
it's
feel-
embarrassing.
No, aside the fact that it's embarrassing, we have a shaku shaku. KUPE is a modified shaku shaku, and I'm still standing with shaku shaku until we get a better dance step.
So quick backstory on the
actually,
KUPE challenge.
I'm going for my KUPE.
That's how we ended up with at the NBA 2K19. So
Girl, take that. Let's really talk about the guy who is behind the KUPE song. Exactly.
So he's a Togolese based in France,
Right.
and he actually just did the usual stuff everybody does when everybody brings out a new song, and then they're looking for a way to make it more popular on
Right.
social media, and then. If you check his social media pages, there were like more videos,
Right.
and then there was so much silence on it until our brothers
From France. Made in the image of God.
our brothers posted, and then there was so much would I say
Jealousy and
hate, jealousy.
I mean,
don't know, it was a
definitely.
combination
It
of
comes with all of
everything.
that. It comes with all of that. But
But-
yeah, everyone is jumping on this whole challenge thing. Like we mentioned when we
If
talked about
you
the
are-
Drake in My Feelings challenge as
But
well.
if you ask me, I think the girls were just posting so that you can tag them, because I think almost every girl was posting later and then tagging them in the post so that they can see the video.
Oh my God. Anything for the ground.
But then I
y'all.
just wanted to say, like we joked earlier before, we started rolling. I was saying that, just for the record, I do not hate the KUPE challenge, and I think it's a very safe dance mode for people who are not great dancers.
Yes,
Get
very
to dance,
safe. That's
right. Comfortably in your chair without having to embarrass
Yeah,
yourself when you get
so
up. So
the
yeah.
cool dance, yes. Not too much.
Right.
Yeah. See, you're feeling it.
That's nice on you. See? Guys, that's all we
that's
have
a
time
KUPE
for.
challenge.
Thank you so much for watching. We're able to get Shalewa to do the KUPE challenge. Yes! Score! Please like our page right here on YouTube. Like this video and do subscribe as well. Do not forget to follow us literally everywhere. Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. All of those links are down below. And we always love to hear from you. So please leave a comment down below as well. What are your thoughts on Humans of New York and the narrative in which he portrayed Nigeria? What are your thoughts on the Google smart devices that were launched recently? Would you be buying any of them? Do you think they are worth the hype? And yeah, are you in Lagos and would you be checking out godo.ng? Let us know. And maybe let us know if you like our KUPE challenge, even though it was without music. I'm Bella Rosa Kojie.
I'm Shalewa Williams.
And I'm Princess Emma.
Thanks for
Bye.
watching.